When we speak about eras, we're counting. This is how they count it in the Bible. Is the era of the judges in the Bible. And in that era, they had people like Barack, not Obama, Gideon, Ehud, and then people like Deborah. You see, each of those guys, that whole era is called the era of what? Judges. Then there's another era, the prophetic era, where you have the likes of, there are two major and minor prophets. You have Isaiah, you have Jeremiah, you have Ezekiel. That's the era of prophets. Then you have the era of the kings. And then you have, so that's how the Bible is written. Listen to this carefully. What era are you in? Then there's something bigger than an era. It's a dispensation. And what is a dispensation? A dispensation is simply, don't worry yourself about it. A dispensation is simply how God deals theologically with humanity over time. Are you listening? Now, I will tell you why this is important to mention. I could have skipped it for sake of time. There are 7 dispensations in the whole of creation. Number 1, the dispensation of innocence. Before Adam and Eve ate the fruit, there was no judgment. There was no good or bad. Number 2, the dispensation of conscience. When they ate the fruit, from then on, they were judged between good and bad. Then the 3rd is the dispensation of human government. God was not involved. Man did as he liked. Yeah? Until the time of Noah. Number 4 is the dispensation of promise. And that is when God now began to speak to a man called Abraham, and he made a covenant with Abraham and a promise. Are you listening? Are you following? Is it number 5 now? Is the dispensation of the law. And that is when God now came through Moses and gave a law. Say, look, before, you people, it was just promised. Now, you must not do this. You cannot kill. You cannot. And people were judged by the law. Heaven deals with the world based on dispensations. The next dispensation was the dispensation of grace. When Jesus came and nailed the law to the cross and said, now, he is the fulfillment of the law. And his grace and truth. And listen to this. And when you accept him, he judges you by the standard of Jesus, not by the law. And he gives you power and ability to live out the law. Is this making sense? Listen to this. I said all of that to say this. You and I are in dispensation 6, the dispensation of grace. There's another dispensation, which is the last one, number 7, is the dispensation of the millennial reign, when Christ comes back. And you and I, guess what? Ask your neighbor, what time is it? Dispensation-wise, we are the tip of the end of the dispensation of grace. Any moment now, a trumpet is about to sound. And listen to this. The Lord is coming back for number 7 to take a few of us. Ask your neighbor, will you be one of them? You are not hearing what I'm saying. Because all you are hearing is, what time is it? And if I'm honest with you, are honest with me, you are saying, it's time to get married, it's time to get married, it's time to get... If you're honest with me, you're saying, it's time to have children, it's time to get... If somebody else, it's time to blow, it's time to blow. And you know what the Lord told us? Said, in the time that it will be, that you will hear the trumpet, people will be marrying and giving to marriage. People will be having parties, which means the time clock they will be using is, this thing hasn't happened yet. They will be celebrating when they hear the trumpet. And this is why this message is important. Because it's a message to wake you up to another clock. That, listen to this, even if Jesus does not come back within your own era, listen to this, you will be judged how you lived in your era. Tell 3 people next to you, say, I believe God is talking to you loud and clear. An era is a distinct period marked by a leader, event, or a divine agenda. What is an era? Listen to this. The simple equation for an era. Just remember this. Somebody say 3 T's. And it's not Tony, Tom, and Tammy. 3 T's is what? Time. Everybody say time. Thrones. Say transitions. Those 3 things mark an era. Eras in scripture and generally are marked by kings. Remember I told you, what's our business that in the time of Tiberius Caesar, they were telling you what era they lived in. That's what this, all of this have. Somewhere else, listen to this. It talks about, so that talked about when you look at it, the beginning of the ministry of John the Baptist. Shortly after, it talks about when John the Baptist baptized Jesus and his ministry started. It was marked by the era of what? Tiberius Caesar. But when you look at scripture, yeah, in the time of Jesus' birth, it was the era of Augustus Caesar. So, are you following me? Now, please listen to this very carefully. What era are you and I in now? Somebody please answer who wasn't in the first service. What era are you in now? Okay, for sake of time, we are in the era of King Charles. Okay, but everybody sitting here was likely also in the era of Queen Elizabeth, who lived for a long time. She's the longest reigning monarch. Her era is the longest that has been. But I want to say something so that you will understand this. Whenever kings die, eras change. I'm not just saying that they took the pound note and then they removed Elizabeth's photo and they put it. No, not just the change of currency. Something always shifts. Remember in that scripture it says Luke 3. It says the time that Tiberius Caesar was one. Then if you notice they also said something after they mentioned all the governors. Then they said and so was Annas and Caiaphas were high priests. Guess what? We are in also another shift. Pope, what's the name of our former Pope now? The former one, Francis, just passed a couple of weeks ago. And who? Leo. My brother, sister, wake up. You are in a shift.